Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
Hello there, welcome to Lunchtime News. I'm Nanelle J. Wardner. Let's take a look at our headlines.
President receives a warm welcome at Seoul. Report on students being used at record-breaking wedding ceremony forwarded to the AG. Veteran violinist Ruan Veerasekara passes away. Volcanic ash keeps Bali airport shut for a second day.
President Maithripala Sirisena arrived at the Incheon International Airport in Seoul this morning. He is on a 3-day state visit to South Korea.
President Maithripala Sirisena was warmly welcomed by the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Chief of National Security of the South Korea at the Incheon International Airport. The President then took part in a reception organized by the Sri Lanka Embassy of South Korea. President Sirisena's visit comes as a diplomatic relationship between the two nations mark 40 years. A meeting between the heads of states of the two nations will take place tomorrow. MOUs on investments, cooperations and the employment permit system are to be signed between Sri Lanka and South Korea during the visit.
Ruan Veerasekara, one of the most talented violinists in the country, passed away today.
Ruan Veerasekara passed away at a private hospital in Colombo this morning. He was 51 years old at the time of his demise. His remains will be taken to his residence at Telvattu Road in Ratmalana.
One person was killed and 13 people were injured in a number of road accidents reported today.
A private bus plying from Kataragama to Colombo veered off the road when trying to overtake another bus. Thirteen people have been admitted to the Tangal Base Hospital. According to the police, one person is in critical condition. One person died in an accident where a motorbike collided with a lorry near the first mile post in Morogaswewa along the Polonarwa and Habarana main road. The victim was identified as Pradeep Bandara, a 30-year-old resident of the Senapura, Damana. The driver of the lorry was arrested by the Habarana police and due to be produced before the Hingragoda Magistrate Court today.
Minister of Sports Dayasiri Jayasekara expressed his views on the unity of the government during a meeting held in Hettipola.
මේ ආණ්ඩුව හැදුවේ පක්ෂ දෙකක් එකතු වෙලා ආණ්ඩුව කරන්න මිසක ඒකෙන් කඩාගෙන ගිය කොටස.
This government was made to be run by two parties. There is no indication what a small breakaway section is supposed to do. What is there in the agreement is to jointly form the government. We are not interested in the issues within the UNP and they should not be interested about the issues within the SLFP. I would like to tell you all that if we do not initiate this program to unite these two factions, we will face a crisis. The President and the Prime Minister are well aware of how the two parties should work together, but the others cannot understand. That is why I say although the mad patient struggles, the doctor doesn't. The President and the Prime Minister are at ease.
ඒකයි මං කිව්වේ පිස්සෝ කලබල වුණාට දොස්තර කලබල වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ජනාධිපතිතුමා අගමැතිතුමා කලබල වෙන්නේ නැහැ. සමහර පිස්සොන් පිස්සුව දෙලා දඟලුවට.
One person was reported to have been murdered with a sharp object in Dodamgoda area.
According to the police, the deceased is a 32-year-old resident in the Maguruboda, Dodamgoda. The victim was taken to the Nagoda Central Hospital after the resident spotted him on the roadside. No suspects have been arrested.
Bus drivers attached to the Ceylon Transport Board in the Northern Province began a strike this morning.
The strike action was launched demanding that two officers of the CTB be transferred. Secretary of the Joint Workers Union R. Vimradevan said the strike action aims at resolving this issue. When Newsfirst inquired on the matter from the chairman of the Ceylon Transport Board, he said that the employees had launched the strike without any prior notice.
The National Child Protection Authority's report on the incident where 250 children were used to take part in an attempt to set a world record at a wedding in Gannorua, Kandy has been forwarded to the Attorney General.
The National Child Protection Authority had begun investigating the incident following a complaint lodged alleging child abuse at the event. The authority noted that relevant steps will be taken following the advice of the Attorney General. The authority, while condemning all forms of child abuse, noted that any such incidents can be reported via the hotline 1929.
And that's all the news for now. Have a great afternoon.